Welcome everyone. So today we will be discussing UGC Net Psychology paper analysis of 2023 question paper 15th of March. What all questions were asked in the examination? We will be discussing those questions, not exactly word by word, but yeah, what topics were asked in the examination. We will be discussing that and what topics you should be studying for June and what topics you should avoid. We will also look into that. But there is nothing such as avoid. You have to read each and everything. The paper is getting dynamic day by day, sorry, not day by day, session by session, we can say in case of NTA, session by session. So we have an amazing paper in 2022 July, and now we have an amazing paper in 23 March as well. Okay, so the pattern is changing, the question are asked differently. Okay, so earlier how the question were framed, suppose there is a question on procedural memory and there is a question on iconic memory. Okay, so these will be two questions. Question number one on procedural memory, and let's suppose after 5 or 6 odd questions, then again next question number 7 will be on iconic memory. So earlier there used to be questions like this: procedural memory, iconic memory, or whatever the models of attention. So different questions about learning theory, but now what they have done this time, they have included match the column. Okay, so there was a question on emotion. So what they did this time, they mentioned 1, 2, 3, 4 theories this side and 1, 2, 3, 4 explanation this side, and you have to match the following. Okay, so in this case your one question is getting correct, but earlier there used to be 2, 3 questions on same topic or likewise, but this time they have changed the pattern little bit. Okay, so take care of that. There were match the columns, and there was a question on transactional analysis as well. Transactional analysis given by Mr. Eric, not Erickson, Byrne. Okay, so here we talk about parent ego, child ego, adult ego, parent adult ego, whatever it is, transaction. So there were 3 to 4 questions on transactional analysis. Once the paper is out, you will get to know about this. And if you are thinking that this will again come in June 2023, so might be slighter chances, but this should not be one should waste time on. Okay, instead of they should focus on attention, because this time there was no question, not a single question from attention. By what we mean is the models. So every time you see there were a question on models of Johnston and Hines, Cherry, and what Kahneman, but this time there was not a single question on this topic about attention. So attention you should focus. They might ask in deep about this topic attention. And what all questions were there, we will discuss one by one. There was a question from, there was a paragraph actually, there was a paragraph from what we say Jean Piaget. Jean Piaget. This is a question from Jean Piaget. 5 questions were there, and the theory was given like something like clay and balls. Okay, so in which stages were asked basically. So you should know the sensory motor stage, pre-operational stage, formal and concrete operational stage. You should be knowing this. And Jean Piaget was asked in 2022. What was asked from this 2022? There was a question on sensory motor. Okay, in which stage object permanence occurs. This time what they have gone deep forward, and they asked the whole theory, not theory, whole thing they explained, and asked the questions in which stage what will occur: centration, reversibility, irreversibility, abstract thinking. But they have not asked directly this time, they have changed the pattern, and the question were little tricky as well. Then there was a question on memory as well. They have asked question on memory. So like what is procedural memory, what is episodic memory, what is declarative memory, and sort of thing. Same thing, match the column. You have to match with the against. There was a more focus this time on stress plus T and B cells, immunity. There was a question on skin reaction this time as well. What should be the skin reaction? What will happen to the B cell, T cell? Okay, so stress was focused. You get 4 to 5 questions approximately, whatever we have been told so far. There was question from stress 4 to 5, okay, including this also. And there was question on therapy, one question on therapy, not one exactly, but yeah, play therapy. Who discovered play therapy or something like that? One question was there about play therapy. And then we move on to what? We move on to counseling. There was a question, one, two odd questions on counseling as well. Okay, and there's a question on sleep as well. What happens in REM sleep? Okay, so they have given options as PGO, LULAP, something like that. Okay, and there was a question on creativity as well. Creativity, one theory I think by Wallace was asked, the stages, what happens, incubation, illumination, that thing. And then there was a question on creativity and intelligence, the relationship between them, whatever is asked each and every time. There's a question like that also. There is a question on personality as well, not the theories exactly, who discovered this theory, who discovered this theory, not like that, but personality and stress relation, correlation. There was a question on correlational research as well. You were asked about what is between design and what is within design. You were asked about what is regression. There were questions on chi-square as well. Whole pattern was changed. Chi-square as well. Then you have phi coefficient. You have multiple regression. You have partial correlation. Questions were like these. And these all topics they have included in only one single question. So the problem came here. These all topics were included in only one question. So if you know all these things, then can only you can solve this question correctly. Otherwise, you move on to next part is about SD and mean was given, and you have to find the Z score. Then there was a question on Mr. Takman about group stages, how a group is formed, the stages, norming, forming, storming, those things. Then there was a question on reliability. What happens first? Reliability, validity, norms, item analysis. What happened first and what happens next? Questions like these were there. There was a repeated PYQ on Bandura's, what we call as attention, retention, memory, and production. That question. Then there was a question on PERMA model as well. PERMA model, PERMA theory. Options were like this: P, E, R, M, A, and which of these will not happen in according to Martin Seligman, something like that. Then there was a question on Milgram's research, what we found after Milgram's research. Then there was a question on interscorer reliability, like when this will be highest, when this will be lowest, something like that. Then next was the cognitive perspective, what all will come in this cognitive perspective. Then we have a question on hardiness as well. Hardiness, 3 C's, we know. And what is about constancy? One question about constancy, the shape, size, brightness. Drive reduction theory was asked, and theories on intelligence were asked as well, about JP Das model, Naglieri model. Then lesion techniques were asked. One question on psychological self was also asked, and then we have a question on formula of variance. Simply they have asked the formula, no numbers, no nothing, formula on variance as well. There was a question on attentional inattentional blindness as well, time lapse, and questions like these. Okay, okay. So this is a quick summary, a recap of what all questions were there in your UGC NET 2023 psychology paper. Okay, so this is like a summary, and the paper was little tough, we can say, because of the options they have included, and some questions were pretty easy. So let's see how the cutoff goes up and down that we have to look for. So let's wait for the paper to come, then we will discuss all the questions here for 2023 preparation, and we will look into how the question gets tricky and how the pattern is changed. Pattern has changed definitely. Earlier there used to be, from one topic there used to be two questions. Now one topic they have included four subtopics inside that. Okay, so we wait for the next lecture, next video, we wait for the question paper to arrive, we wait for the answer key, and we wait for the result as well. Okay, so once we have the question paper, we will discuss the whole question paper here once again. So if you are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe the channel, and if you are preparing for gate, net, whatever psychology exam you are aiming for, you can subscribe the channel, and whatever you think you need, you will be getting over here completely free of cost. Okay, so free of cost. If you want to watch the channel, subscribe the channel, like the video, and share with your friends as well. And these videos will be free until and unless someone comes and asks for course. Okay, so there should be no need for this course and thing. But if someone wants to join for for having a competitive edge, it's fine, they can join the course as well. And thank you very much, have a nice day ahead. We wait for the paper soon, be soon, this week might be, then 10 days you will be getting the question paper as well. So thanks for watching the video, I hope you like the video, and if you're not like, it's fine, do subscribe, and thank you and have a nice day ahead.